Heavenly Father, we come to you today with humble hearts, seeking your guidance and wisdom as we begin this program. Lord, we ask that you would bless every person who has gathered here today, and that you would be present with us in a special way. We pray that this program would be a time of learning, growth, and fellowship for all of us. Help us to listen to one another with open hearts and open minds, and to support one another as we strive to serve you in all that we do. Please give us the strength and the courage to follow your will and to use the gifts and talents you have given us to make a positive difference in the world. We pray all of this in your holy name. Amen.
Hello everyone! Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng ating mga participants na nanonood ngayon sa ating learning activity ng live, no? Dito sa Zoom conference. And of course, pati na rin po yung ating mga live participants na nanonood naman through our Facebook live streaming. Magandang gabi and welcome to another learning activity offered to you by Scale Up Training and Development. So nandito naman po tayo ngayon, no? Nagsama-sama para sa isang opportunity na pwede tayong matuto from our mentor in the field of business development. So bago ko formally i-introduce yung ating mentor or yung ating resource person for tonight, we are encouraging you no to follow us on our social media accounts, specifically yung Facebook namin o yung Facebook page, kasi doon talaga kami pinaka-active out of the many social media accounts or profiles na meron si Scale Up. Kaya we are inviting you, kung hindi pa naman, no, to follow our Facebook page para you are always updated sa mga upcoming pa namin na mga learning activities, kasi baka you are also interested to participate. So bago tayo mag-proceed no with the webinar proper, let me share to you lang no para at least you are all aware kung nasaan na ba tayo ngayon as of the moment sa aming webinar series na related or under sa category na business development. So bale eto na yung ano no 106. So tonight yung ating gagawing activity is our business development 106. Pero syempre bago nakarating sa 106, meron muna tayong 101, and that is all about entrepreneurial mindsetting. So on that specific webinar, nagkaroon tayo ng discussion on how to develop the right mindset if you are planning to become a successful entrepreneur. So part of the right entrepreneurial mindset is kailangan mag-build tayo ng i-build pa natin no, yung ating creativity, i-build natin yung mga opportunity seeking habits na dapat meron tayo at kailangan natin para mag-grow yung ating business. Yung ating 102 naman, that is all about the business model canvas. So, bale, during this webinar, pinag-usapan natin yung 9 building blocks of the business model canvas. Mas madali kasing gumawa ng business plan kung ma-map out muna natin by using the business model canvas yung ating value proposition, yung revenue streams natin, and so on. Para mas clear or clearer, no, yung ating business planning, kailangan muna nating gamitin ang template ng business model canvas. At yan ang pinag-usapan doon sa 102. Yung 103 naman natin is all about entrepreneurial leadership. So this is all about discovering, no, your leadership skills, specifically sa mga aspiring at saka sa mga existing na mga entrepreneurs. Kasi they are also considered as leaders, no? Marami pa rin kasi sa Pilipinas na kung sino yung entrepreneur or kung sino yung business owner, siya din mismo yung leader ng kanilang team or ng kanyang team. Pero meron din namang mga like yung mga large enterprises or yung mga malaki ang financial capital na sila yung business owner pero hindi sila talaga yung directly na nagli-lead sa kanilang mga team. Pero mas marami kasi sa Philippines yung ganung setup yung ikaw yung business owner, ikaw yung entrepreneur, you are also the leader. That's why you need to develop your leadership skills para mag-guide mo ng maayos yung team mo. And of course, you can create well-informed decisions. Yung 104 naman natin is all about effective negotiation for business growth. So from the title of the webinar itself, alam na natin kung ano yung pinag-usapan dyan, di ba? Kumbaga yung negotiation techniques, kailangan ma-develop mo yon in order for you na makapag-develop or makapag-create ng isang win-win situation ba na outcome. Like, di ba, syempre magkakaroon ka ng mga suppliers, ng mga partners. So, syempre magkakaroon niya ng negotiation, di ba? So kailangan ang magiging outcome nun is win-win situation. Both of the parties maka-benefit talaga, hindi lang isang party lang in order for you to achieve no long-term na business success. At yung pinaka-last natin which is last January, last month, it's all about the 105 navigating Philippine business permits and licenses. So inilagay namin yan siya doon kasi anong January? It's because that's the time for business renewal and that's the time na pinaka best ba to register a business. If you are planning to if you want to learn from the previously conducted business development webinars, itong 101 hanggang 105, available ang mga recorded sessions niyan sa aming YouTube channel. Ang channel name namin sa YouTube is also the same with our business name, yung Scale Up Training and Development. So pwede kayong pumunta sa YouTube, mag-subscribe na lang din kayo, no? We are encouraging you to also subscribe. Tapos mapapanood nyo doon yung mga business development na sessions doon. And if you are planning to request for a certificate, kung kailangan ninyo, the link is also flashed sa ating screen. You can also visit that link if you are planning to request for a certificate doon sa mga business development series natin. Okay, so mga basic house rules that we need to observe tonight sa ating online activity. Since we are using Zoom, and Zoom is a two-way street na platform, meaning to say, you are also allowed to speak, no? Kaya meron kayong microphone, audio. As much as possible, dapat vigilant kayo na naka-turn off siya at all times, no? Kasi para hindi madidistract si resource person, pati yung mga co-participants ninyo. Use the chat responsibly. May mga questions kasi si mentors, no? Kasi para magkaroon ng active participation ang ating mga audience. So, if merong tanong, no? And you are being asked, no? Tapos kailangan ng responses from your end, please participate and use the chat responsibly para engaging yung ating session ngayong gabi. Respect the speaker and the participants. Kung merong gustong sabihin, much better to make use of the comment or the chat box, no? If you are here sa Zoom or the comment section, if you are watching through the Facebook Live. So, hindi dapat agad i-turn on ang mic tapos magsasalita kasi nga magugulat din, magkakaroon ng distraction. So if you want to say something, you can raise your hands. May icon naman dyan sa Zoom, no? Para ma-notify kami na you are raising your hand. Or you can chat. Mababasa din naman namin yan. Stay present and engage. So, 2 hours yung ating schedule for this webinar and we are hoping na you will stay up to the end para na rin sa inyong attendance mamaya. And keep your camera on if possible, especially if the resource person, the mentor will request kung kailangan niya para mas engaging, no, yung magiging session ninyo. Okay, so let me introduce, no, our business development mentor for tonight. Kagagaling niya lang sa isang napaka-busy na activity or schedule because of the Valentine's Day, no? It's because our mentor for tonight is an entrepreneur herself. She is the owner of Bea Freya Flower Shop based here in Davao City. Kaya super duper busy talaga nila since last week pa, no? Because of the Valentine's Day. So she is an entrepreneur and kaya kanino ba tayo matututo, no? Ng mga business related na mga insights kundi sa talagang existing season na entrepreneur din naman talaga. Pero aside from being an owner of the Bea Freya Flower Shop, our mentor for tonight, eto yung kanyang mga related credentials, no? Yung ARS Flower Shop, that's their family business. She is the finance and marketing consultant of that firm. She is also a virtual professional working as a merchandising assistant for a US-based company. So ganyan ka, workaholic si ating mentor. She is also a professor here sa Ateneo de Davao University teaching economics para sa mga industrial engineering students. And I missed that part, no, that our mentor is actually an engineer then. She is a business consultant related to business registrations and certifications, mga business process improvement and marketing. And isa sa mga kumbaga parang naka-contribute for her as kumbaga a competent mentor for tonight, it's because she previously worked at the Department of Trade and Industry here in Davao City. She was the former Trade Industry Development Analyst or TIDA of DTI Davao City. Kaya with her credentials and with her experiences, I know she can share a lot about our discussion for tonight, which is all about business administration. So, Miss Bea, good evening. Hello, hello.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me? It's
Ayan.
fine.
Yes, Miss Bea, clear naman.
Alright.
Sige, you can now
Okay.
share your screen. I will stop sharing na, no? Para you can now start your session.
Okay. I will share my screen first. Paano ba yun? Can you, nakita niyo na ba or hindi pa?
Hindi pa, Miss Bea. Sige, mag-share screen ka nga ulit.
Yun.
Ayan. Okay, it's
Okay.
perfect. Okay, so good luck everyone and enjoy learning.
Okay. So can you see na my screen? Okay, so yun. Okay, so good evening, everyone. So thank you, Miss Piper, for that again overwhelming na introduction. So I don't need to introduce myself again because Miss Piper already said almost everything about what I am doing right now. Yes, I am an industrial engineer by profession. I am a teacher. I'm a professor. I'm a business owner. And at the same time, I am still an employee, a virtual assistant. So, yun siya, marami akong ginagawa in my life. So to start, no, with our discussion tonight, so we will be discussing about how we will be able to navigate mga modern strategies, best practices, and tools for organizational success. So why do we need to understand this before we start our business? Because organizations or companies must adapt to modern environments in order to be or to remain competitive, efficient, and of course relevant in today's fast changing world, no? So there's a rapid organizational, or I mean, rapid technological advancement continuously transform how businesses operate, communicate, and deliver products and services. So innovations, no? Since we are dealing with strategies and best practices. So dyan pumapasok yung innovations natin or pagiging pag-innovate natin ng certain processes or strategies in our organizations or companies. So on innovations such as like for example, automation of your processes, using digital platforms, using data analytics, it allows your organizations to improve your productivity, to minimize your cost, and of course, enhance your decision making as an organization or as a company. So, those companies that fail to adopt new technologies risk becoming outdated. So, hindi na sila updated sa what's in or what's on the market right now, and they might be losing their competitive advantage, no? Dealing with everything we have right now, no? Digital na lahat, no? So at the same time, market conditions also, yung market natin are constantly evolving due to globalization, changing. There are a lot of changing customer preferences. Mabilis lang masyadong mag-change ang mga preferences ng customers. And of course, there's an increase of competition, no? Because nowadays, ang competitors natin are not just the businesses surrounding or physically here in our place, no? But at the same time, one of our competitors also that we have to consider are those competitors. We have online, no? So of course, customers now they're expecting faster services, mas personalized yung experiences nila towards the products and services that they can get from a company or from us or from a business. And of course, mas mataas na yung higher quality standards nila when it comes to the products and services. So organizations must therefore, we have to be flexible and responsive to this changes in order for us to meet customer demands and of course maintain customer satisfaction. So allow me to share, no, nasabi ni Miss Piper kanina that my business is a flower shop. I am not only handling my own business, but growing up, we have our family business flower shop before I opened my own. So yung family business, that's why I'm very busy the past few days because I am not just handling one flower shop business, but I am also handling our family business. No, so um, last week I really learned a lot from that BC season, no, from that Valentine season, because that's where I realized where we are right now as a business, no, because our business started from my grandmother, which is 1970 plus now. So our business, the flower shop business of our family, is already 45 or more than 40 years na. Siguro almost 50 years na in the market. No, and one thing that we realized is why kami umabot ng almost 50 years, our family business, because we allow our business to adapt to the changes in the market. No, so first nagsimula kami on if you know the brick and mortar type of business that you have a store, you will sell, you will market physically doon, but hindi pa nauso yung online selling sa Facebook, but we already selling our products online. We are already marketing our products online when the Facebook started. Doon kami nagsimula. So even if we don't have customers in our physical shop because parang yung location namin is not marami nawala na din, no? Nawala na din ang market, flower market doon sa old namin na location. So even if nandoon pa rin kami, but our business is thriving and growing because we adapt the changes in the market. So up to now, up to now since um third generation na ang naga-handle. So mas naging adaptable kami on what's in the market right now and ano yung mga changes sa industry. That's why our business is still in the industry right now. So yun siya yung na-learn ko. No? So adapting to the trend right now, for the modern environment right now, it really, really helps, no? In a business, it really helps a business or an organization to stay resilient during hard times, disruptions, such as may mga economic shifts. Example, nung pandemic time, we cannot sell in our shops, in our offices. We cannot open our offices. So there's unexpected na mga global events. So we on that circumstances, so we have to adopt what is changing. So we have to embrace innovation, we have to continuously learn, and of course change strategies in order for our business to sustain the growth, and of course we can achieve yung long term natin na mga goals, no, and maging successful yung business natin, no. So yun siya. That's why it's very important, no, na we have to like learn new strategies, mga best practices, no, to, in order for us to be successful in our organizations. So by the end of this session, for today's session, I will help you understand modern strategies that organizations use in order to remain competitive and efficient, or I mean effective, no, in today's fast-changing environment. So you will learn best practices that could guide you in improving communication, improving your leadership, im- improving teamworks, and of course, your engagement towards your employees and customers. So additionally, the session introduces also mga tools that could help your companies, organizations improve productivity para mas streamline yung mga operations ninyo and could support collaborations, especially nasa digital era na tayo and there are a lot of remote work settings. no? So overall, no, yung session natin ngayon will be valuable because it will provide you with relevant na mga insights, mga skills and techniques that you can also apply in your own businesses, in your own workplace or organization in order to support growth, adaptability, and long-term na success sa business. Okay, so learning objectives natin by the end of this session, we will be able to understand modern organizational strategies. We can identify what are the best practices for organizational success. We can easily recognize digital tools that could improve efficiency and productivity. And of course, we can apply these strategies and tools in real organizational settings. So, first, why organizations must adapt today? So kanina ko pa ini-explain, organizations must adapt today because the business environment is constantly changing. No, so there is a rapid technological advancement that are transforming how organizations operate, how organizations deliver their products and services. No, it requires businesses to innovate and improve efficiency. So there is also global competition. It increased. It pushes company to enhance their quality, their pricing, and of course, their customer service in order for them to stay competitive in the market. No? So, of course, we don't forget the constant customer preference na nag-change. So, they continuously evolve with nowadays, customers demand mas mabilis, faster, mas personalized, and higher quality services. And additionally, there is a workforce diversity. We can work in the office, we can work online, so there's a remote work, there's a hybrid work setups. It requires organizations to adopt these digital tools online in order na para maging flexible ang work systems natin. Nowadays, especially in new generations no ng mga for example employees no mga Gen Z ba yan sila ngayon, I don't know what generations are they, but nowadays yung generations they opt to work those companies that could allow them to work remotely no, so mas kung ano pa, in short, mas maraming naghahanap ngayon is mas nagtatagal ang employees if yung company will allow them no to work online and use digital tools no to improve their productivity and to work for a company. Also, modern organizational strategies. So what are organizational strategies? Of course, it refers to long-term plans that will guide how an organization achieves its goals effectively and efficiently. So these strategies provide direction by outlining priorities, of course, allocating resources, and establishing actions needed to accomplish desired outcomes. So they help, of course, no? Organizational strategies could help organizations para mas maging focus, mas maging competitive, and mas mabilis silang maka-adapt sa changing environment. So organizational strategies must align also with your company and with your organization's mission and vision. Diba? So, what is mission? Si mission, yun siya yung nagde-define ng organization ninyo, yung purpose. What I mean is, nagde-define ng purpose ng organization ninyo. While yung vision nyo naman, it is your future goals. So it describes your future goals. A well-aligned, wait for a while. A well-aligned strategy, of course, it ensures activities, decisions, and efforts support the organization's overall direction and long-term success. Now, what are the strategies that you can use in your company or in your organizations? For a while, can you hear my dog? Sorry. So I'm sorry for that. So can you still hear me? So let's continue. So, what are the strategies that you can use in your organizations or your company? So, first, agile strategy approach. So, the agile strategy approach, this is an approach that allows organizations to be flexible. No, you are responsive and you can quick in adapting to changes in the business environment. So, agile strategy, it focuses on continuous improvement, collaboration, not just within your company, but as well as other stakeholders of the companies, and of course, delivering value to customers through regular evaluation and adjustment. So you do evaluation, you do monitoring, you ask for feedbacks from your customers, from the employees within your companies, and of course, you adjust, no, yung mga plans ninyo and processes ninyo based on the outcomes of your evaluations. No, so agile strategy could help your organizations respond faster to market demands. It could easily solve problem and encourage innovation. So yun siya. So nakalagay dyan, the key features of agile strategy is you have to be flexible, you are quick in decision making, there's a continuous improvement in your company, you allow improvement, and of course, customer focus kayo because you asked for feedbacks from your customers. What needs to be improved, what needs to improve in your company. So the benefit of this type of strategy, of course, is faster ang response ninyo if there are changes in the market or in the industry. And of course, it increases innovation. So, sabi pa nga nila, what one thing that could stay or could stay your business, no, remain your business in the market is innovation. So you have to innovate, no. You have to improve not just your product, but you also improve your processes, no, and how you deliver your products and services to your customers. It could be the innovation also is your processes within your organization, no, ang maka-benefit ang mga employees ninyo. Because ano yung mga changes ninyo sa employees ninyo or ano yung environment nyo within your organization could reflect how you serve your customers. Yun siya. Next strategy that could help your business organization is digital transformation strategy. Of course, this involves integration of digital technology into your operation. So there are a lot of tools right now in the market that you could use, no? Tools that could help you in your operations, in your processes, in your services in order for you to improve your performance and your efficiency. So digital transformation strategy, it focuses on using technology, data, and automation para mas mag-enhance pa yung decision making ninyo, mag-improve yung customer experience, no, for your customers, and of course mas streamline, no, ang processes ninyo or your workflow. So this strategy could help the organizations para maging competitive kayo and mas adaptable kayo sa modern sa demand, no, sa demand in the market or in the industry. So of course, it involves also data-driven decision making and automation of your processes. Another strategy that could or that you could use, no, in your business is, oops, customer-centric strategy. When you say customer-centric strategy, it focuses on how you understand. I mean, understanding and meeting the needs, the expectations of your customers. So you prioritize the delivering of excellent customer experience. No, you personalize services, um, you improve the quality of your products, and of course, you create, or I mean, you build strong relationship to your customers in order for you to increase customer satisfaction, to gain loyal customers, and of course this could help to long-term success ng business ninyo. So when you say customer-centric strategy, your focus area would be, you satisfy your customer, you deliver personalized services. There's a feedback integration. You ask feedbacks from your customers, and there's a relationship management, or you build relationship towards your customers, not just in your employees within your organization. So another strategy that you could use, no, in your organization is data-driven strategy. So when you say data-driven strategy, when you do decision making, you use data, you do analytics, no, you have performance metrics, no, not just in your company as a whole, but also in your employees individually, no, in order for you to predict the outcomes, no. A data-driven strategy, it uses data and analytics to guide decisions and actions within an organization. No, so by analyzing yung mga performance metrics ninyo, you could analyze also the trends in the market. No, you know the customer, the behavior of your customers, and of course, as an organization or yung top management ninyo can um inform, no? They will be informed. You have choices, may mga choices kayo. You can predict outcome. You can improve your if you can improve efficiency, competitiveness, and of course overall success. So data-driven strategy. No? Next, what are the best practices for organizational success? Kanina, we discussed on the modern organizational strategies. Now, best practices naman for a successful organization. Unang-una, you have to have strong leadership and vision. No? Effective leaders, of course, you inspire your employees, you communicate clear goals, no, sa employees ninyo, you encourage collaboration and promote accountability. So strong leadership and visions, it involves guiding on organization with clear goals and inspiring direction. So effective leaders, you motivate your employees, you inspire them, you give them incentives, no, and you recognize, no, there's recognition on the things that they do. No, you align actions with the organization's mission and vision, and of course, drive collaboration and accountability in order to achieve long-term success. So, yun siya. First na, best practice. Another best practice is build effective communication. When you say build effective communication, best practices, you build transparent communication within your employees. Dapat clear. No, you have to have clear organizational structure para clear din kung saan, or maging clear din ang flow ng communication within your employees. Maging open kayo sa feedback, no? The culture, you build culture in your company or in your organization that would allow them, or merong open feedback, no? There's a cross-department collaboration and you listen to your employees. So effective communication is the clear and open exchange of information within an organization. So if effective ang communication ninyo, it will ensures that the goals, the expectations, and feedbacks are understood by everyone involved in the company, not just within the company, but also other, no, the stakeholders ng businesses ninyo. No? So it could reduce misunderstandings, and of course, it promote collaborations within department. There's a strong communication. Strong communication could help teamwork, no, sa mga employees ninyo. It could also resolve conflicts, no, within your employees, and of course, having effective communication, mas maging align, magstay align ang organization ninyo towards your objective and goal as a company, as a whole, no, company. No. Another best practice is employee engagement and development. So do not forget your employees. No, focus on keeping employees motivated, satisfied, and continuously improving their skills. So you encourage them to develop and improve their skills. No, you engage employees. They are more productive, committed, and loyal towards the company. While development programs, no? Give them development programs, like you give them trainings, you give them seminars, you mentor them, you give them opportunity for career growth, and help them build capabilities that benefits both you as a company and them as an employee for their personal growth and the organization's success. No? So you give them continuous training, skills development programs, you recognize and give them rewards sa mga ginagawa nila, and give them opportunities to grow in their career, to increase their financial capabilities. So yun siya. Nagsistay employees ninyo and mas um, mas matagal ang turnover ng employees ninyo if you encourage them to grow, you help them to to improve and develop themselves, no? Then another best practice is innovation and continuous improvement. Of course, innovation and continuous improvement, it involves constantly seeking new ideas and better ways of doing things to enhance your products and services, and as well as your processes in the organization. So organizations that embrace this mindset, yung continuous improvement, no, encourage creativity, you learn from your mistakes, and you adapt quickly, no, to the changes in the market or in the industry. It could, no, drive growth, efficiency, and long-term success in an organization. No, you continuous improvement. So as an industrial engineer, no, iyan siya yung motto namin, no, as an for those who doesn't know what industrial engineer do, we do optimization, no? We help companies to maximize their profit, minimize their costs. So yan ginagawa namin. We help them improve their productivity. We help them to improve their efficiency and be effective as an organization. So yan siya yung ginagawa namin. So ang motto namin is there's always a better way. No, that's why sabi ko kanina, if yung mindset ninyo is more on innovation and continuously improving yung processes ninyo, so you constantly seek new ideas and better ways of doing things to enhance your services towards your customers. So yan siya. Innovation and continuous improvement. And of course, that's one of the reason why babalik ang customers ninyo. No? Kasi hindi sila nagsasawa because you innovate, not just your product and services, but as well as your process. So another best practice is adaptability and change management. So this one, it refers to an organization's ability to adjust, effectively to a new market, to a new conditions, to challenges that comes your way, no, or opportunities, mga bagong opportunities na dumating sa company organizations ninyo. So being adaptable, no, organizations could respond quickly to the market, no, if may mga market shifts, if may mga new automation, new technology, no, mas mabilis kayong maka-adapt, no, maka-adjust if nag-change ang preference ng customers ninyo. While change management naman, it ensures that the transitions, like mga new processes, systems, or structures within your company are planned, communicated, of course, implemented smoothly to minimize disruption and of course maintain the productivity within your organization. No, so key steps, no, towards adaptability and change management. To identify the need for change, you communicate your change you communicate the change clearly towards the users or to your employees. You provide them with trainings, and of course you monitor and evaluate outcomes of those changes in the processes in your organization. Next, another best practices is collaboration and communication tools. So, I mean, tapos na pala tayo sa best practices. Now we are into what are the tools that you could use, no, in your organizations nowadays, no? When you wanted to improve your collaboration and communication, these are some of the tools that you could use within your company. So you can use Slack, you can use Microsoft Teams and Zoom. Slack is one of parang chat application yan siya that you can install. No, online lang din yan siya. If you work remotely, you can use Slack that could help you within your organization to communicate, no, and to do collaborations, meetings. So yan siya ang ginagamit. Of course, Microsoft Teams and Zooms, no? So anywhere, kahit saan yung mga employees ninyo, you can communicate to them clearly. Another tools for project management tools. So these are some of the tools that you could use. Examples, Asana and Trello. So ang functions nito, yung mga project management tools is to track yung mga tasks ninyo, no, in your employees. You can check on the workflow of organization. And of course, you can monitor team collaborations and monitor yung mga deadlines ng mga employees ninyo. When it comes to productivity and workspace na tools, if you wanted to work online, for example, in our flower shop, that's why we serve, or I mean, during Valentine's Day, we serve more or less 250 pre-arranged bouquet. No, not just hindi kasali yung for walk-ins. Mga pre-orders bouquet lang 'yan, no? And our employees are less than 10. I think dalawa lang kami on the management, isang procurement, and then may isa akong florist. The rest are parang utilities na lang in our business. So why did we deliver our products and services on time? Because even if we have our store already, we are using these types of tools. For example, in order for us para mas maging productive kami, gumamit kami ng Google Workspace, no? So we have Excel that we use on sa digitally, no, online that we can edit whenever we are, no? So we can check how many na, ilan na ang orders namin, ano yung mga orders. So we automate our processes, but sabi ng aking partner, kulang pa rin daw ang aming automation. So we still have to improve for the next season. No? So yun siya. Example, productivity and workspace tool nowadays, Google Workspace. Sa Google Workspace, nandiyan na lahat. From Google Meet, Excel, Word file, Word, MS functions, nandiyan na lahat. No, you have chat, Google Chat, ano pa, Google Drive, no? So that's isa yan siya sa pinaka ginagamit nowadays when it comes to productivity and workspace. So features of Google Space, document collaboration, storage ng files ninyo. You can also do email integration and you can do real-time editing. So, yun lang for the tools and organizations na best practices and tools. So, very short lang ang talk natin tonight. Key takeaways, no? So, modern strategies could help improve adaptability. Best practices na na-share ko sa inyo kanina, strengthen the culture of your organization. The digital tools could enhance efficiency and collaboration. And don't forget to continuously learn, innovate in order for you to ensure the long-term success of your business or your organization. So before I will end my talk tonight, I just want to share a very inspiring message. Successful organizations are not those that resist change, but those that learn to navigate it effectively. So it means that to relate, no, organizations thrive not by or maging successful ang organization ninyo not by avoiding change, but by embracing and managing it wisely. So in today's fast-changing pace ng business environment, challenges like new technologies, market shifts, and customer preferences, expectations, constant yun sila lahat. Organizations or as a business, we are flexible, we are open to learn, we are proactive in adapting these strategies and processes that could turn or change into opportunities. It could maintain competitiveness and, of course, achieve long-term success. So those that resist change, no, are those falling behind or mawala na sila in the market. So I think that's it for my discussion tonight. It's very short, but I hope you learned something from me, no, on how you will be able to strategize, no, yung mga best practices and strategies na pwede nyo gawin sa inyong businesses and organizations. So that's it. So I'm open to questions, and if you wanted to share your insights, maybe you could share in the group.
Okay, so thank you for your insights, Mentor Bea. As mentioned, no, baka meron kayong mga questions na gusto ninyong i-ask or clarifications ba yan sa mga insights na shinare niya, or baka meron kayo mismo, no, yung participants, meron kayong gustong idagdag, especially with your experiences, lalo na sa mga merong mga businesses here. Now is the right time na para gawin yan. Okay, so pwede kayong magtanong, pwede ninyong i-ask ang inyong question through the chat box, no, na nandito nasa Zoom. Yung mga nasa Facebook Live naman, you can also comment na lang no, sa comment section kung meron kayong gustong itanong. So let me open or check as well the Facebook Live, no, baka merong mga comments na ilalagay doon. So while we are waiting for questions, baka nag-iisip pa kayo, let me share my screen, no, kasi we are now going to give you instruction as well for the attendance. So mag-multi task na lang, no, while you are preparing your questions, kung meron man, pwede na rin kayong mag-start na mag-fill up ng ating attendance for tonight's session. So meron kayong nakikitang QR code dyan, so pwede ninyong i-scan. But let me also share na lang din the link, no, dito sa chat box kasi minsan hindi, baka computer ang gamit nyo, ganyan, tapos wala kayong phone na hawak. Kaya you can also click the link that I am going to share here sa ating chat box. So ayan, so I already chatted as well the attendance, no? The link para sa ating attendance for tonight. So ayan, so you just visit that link, no? And then again, while you are doing that, baka again meron yung iba sa inyo ditong gustong magtanong, gustong may clarification in regards to our topic, which is all about business administration. Sige, we will give you like few minutes, no, para sa attendance before tayo mag-proceed sa next, kumbaga parang culmination or bago natin i-end yung ating session this evening. Okay, so if you are done with your attendance, no? So I will give additional instructions kasi ito yung mga commonly asked na mga instructions specifically with your certificates, no? So bale, your certificates, sisimulan namin ang processing niyan after this webinar. So we will start to process, no, your certificates starting tonight. So kaya until tomorrow, no, kasi yung aming staff on duty, yung office hours lang talaga ng Scale Up is until 10 o'clock in the evening, yung merong available staff to do the task of processing your certificates. So that's why kung sakaling hindi na process yung certificate niyo before 10, so tomorrow na yan. So kumbaga parang it is a guarantee na by tomorrow, lahat ng certificates or lahat ng mga registrants, lahat ng mga participants, marireceive na nila yon sa email na ginamit nila sa registration. Okay, so ang order of processing your certificates kasi may specific na serial number yung certificates ninyo, kumbaga those who registered first, so ganun yung order niya. So kumbaga parang first come first serve, no? So kung sino yung pinakaunang nag-register, um, the moment na inopen na namin ang registration for this webinar, so doon kami magsisimula na i-process yung kanyang certificate. So to those naman na like for example, today lang or this afternoon lang nag-register, so most probably tomorrow na yon. So ganun yung aming order of processing your certificates. Kumbaga parang benefit ba, may benefit na makukuha yung mga first set of individuals to register sa aming event. So we are inviting you to participate pa rin no sa mga upcoming namin na mga webinars. In fact, tomorrow meron kami ulit webinar. It's all about ethics and professionalism in the workplace. So this is part of our professional development na webinar series. To be specific, it's our Professional Development 102. So if you are interested to learn and get a certificate, so pwede pa kayong mag-register for that webinar. Okay, so you can visit our Facebook page, yung Scale Up Training and Development, if you want na maging updated kayo sa mga future namin na mga learning activities. In fact, no, yung aming schedule for the month of March, meron na rin kaming schedule. Baka gusto na ninyong planuhin, no, ang inyong calendar for the month of March. Available na rin po yung list of our webinars for the month of March. Kaya as early as now, pwede na ninyong ma-check yun. Alam niyo naman yung link na ginagamit namin no para sa aming webinar schedule, yung bit.ly/scaleupsked. So I will chat it here para you can actually visit. So yan yung aming dyan yung makikita no yung aming mga remaining pa na mga webinars for February, pati na rin yung mga webinars for the month of March. Actually, kung meron din kayong mga suggestions, baka meron kayong gustong topic na ipakandak sa Scale Up, baka meron kaming mahanap na mentor, merong qualified na individual to be the mentor for that suggested topic, isuggest nyo lang. Kasi kung kaya namin, then we can actually offer yun para sa inyo. If you're also in need of like mga resource speakers, you can also ask, no? Scale Up Training and Development for possible na collaboration. So wala naman tayong nakikitang questions so far no dito sa ating chat box sa ating Zoom, pati na rin wala rin ako nakikitang question sa comment section ng ating Facebook Live. So I believe pwede na nating i-dismiss no yung ating learning session ngayong gabing ito. Of course, before I will end this session, I would like to thank our business development mentor na si Miss Bea for spending no his Tuesday evening with us para makapag-share ng kanyang insights, ng kanyang personal experiences pagdating sa business administration. So kaya yung mga na-share niyang insights and experiences, hopefully magamit natin yon to our future enterprise, or baka meron kayong existing na business ngayon na magamit nyo no yung mga na-share na inputs ng ating mentor. That's why Miss Bea, maraming salamat for tonight. And of course, sa ating mga participants, thank you din for patiently waiting no kasi na-move siya supposedly yesterday no yung ating schedule, but understandable nga because of the case no yung situation ng ating mentor, kasi nga may flower shop siya and they are all busy talaga because of the Valentine's Day. But finally natapos tayo for our Business Development 106. So see you sa ating Business Development 107. And that's it. No? Maraming salamat ulit sa inyong lahat. Keep safe always. You can still be productive for the rest of the evening. Basta mag-ingat lang tayo palagi. God bless you all. And always remember, we are your scale-up partner. So that's it for tonight. Ingat po kayo. Bye for now, everyone.